So I will need you to participate in the chat box to just indicate if you are able to see my screen. So I will show the slide. So if you can quickly do me a favor and confirm that via the chat box with an emoticon there, can just send a smiley face or something. And today we will be looking into chapter 6. So if you can also have a textbook next to you, we're gonna refer to it so you can also highlight. If you are using a mobile phone, it might be a struggle, but if you are using a desktop, you're also gonna go to a quiz website later on. So for now, we will go to my tutor page. And as you all know, we follow this subject page, the 306D. So far, you've written 2 assessments for marketing research. I just want to give you an update regarding that. For assessment 1, it was multiple choice and the marks are available. So for assessment 2 is the one that I'm just going to start marking very soon. We had a meeting about it earlier this morning as well. So we also spoke about assessment 3. So just a quick update. In terms of your assessment 3, we will cover chapter 1 to chapter 6. And so far we've covered chapter 1 to chapter 5. So today we're going to cover chapter 6. So on this page, you want to go to content. And once you are on content, we come to the learning content. And we are under learning unit 6. Collection of secondary data. In the textbook, you are on page 87. And under learning content, basically, you want to download these 2 documents, the PDF, the PowerPoint slides. And then we've got some activities. But before we come to this collection of secondary data, we also need to look in terms of the previous class that we had, which was chapter 5, so that you understand where we come from, as well as in the research proposal. So I'm also gonna download the guidelines once again. I have them on this PC, but it's a good thing to always illustrate for all students that you can download these guidelines on my tutor here. So research proposal guidelines, we also follow that. So you must have it open as well so that you understand how chapter 6 integrates with the research proposal, which is basically what this subject is all about. So if you open the research proposal, you will see even in your assessment, we've covered this part, which is from 1 till 3, your introduction, your research problem and objective, as well as research design. And then we get to data collection. I always prefer a structure that is into detail like this one. So on the next page, that's where it shows. And your semester test 2, it covered all these parts. So at this point, you should be able to actually be able to develop a research proposal up to this point. And today we're going to come to data collection. And then now in terms of data collection, we'll be discussing this number 4. So 4.1 only. So not 4.2. That will be primary data. You'll see on the next chapter, which is chapter 7, we talk about primary data collection there. So I wanted us to talk a little bit about our previous class as well, the research design. We spoke about this in our last class, online class session, and then we differentiated between the approach as well as the design. So based on those two elements of the research proposal, as well as your semester test, because you are also assessed on the semester test. So at this stage, I think you have more clarity regarding it because you studied the chapter as well. We will do a class activity. It's an online class activity. So on the next tab, try and open quizzes there. So basically, I'm gonna share as you see on the screen, but this will be my admin page. So this is an online game or learning game that you should play. So it requires your participation. So you wanna go to quizzes.com, but you'll see here it takes me to the admin page. So I would suggest you go to Google and then there you just type quizzes. And then you can click search. And then it's quizzes join. So let's take the shortcut instead of the long cut where you go to the website and click join. So you just want to join the join quizzes. So it's quizzes join. So you will search on the next page, quizzes.com join. And then you come where it says enter code. I will give you a code for you to participate in that learning activity. So as soon as you say enter code, it should take you to a screen similar to this one. Even if you are using your mobile device, your smartphones, I think Microsoft Teams is smart enough to run as a background app, and then you can open the quizzes site on your Chrome if you are using Chrome or Safari and so on. So it should ask for enter a game code. So let me quickly share a game code with you. So you still be able to see my screen. So I'm gonna assign it as a live quiz. So you must actually play it immediately. I just want to disable the sound part here because it also plays the sound while it's playing the game. Okay, so I think it's disabled. So I'm gonna assign it. So those are the instructions that you see on my screen. You go to joinmyquizzes.com, you enter the game code there, and then you can start playing the game. So we're gonna take about 10 minutes for this learning activity. So the game is just a multiple choice that you have to answer, but it's more interactive. On my screen, I'll be able to show the leaderboards, so we'll be able to see that. So I'm gonna start it so that those who have joined, you can use your student number there because it's a learning activity, or you can use any nickname that you prefer. So it's gonna ask you for a nickname that you wanna use. So as soon as you've joined there, I will see a number of you coming in this site. Okay, since one person has already joined. Okay, I'm gonna disable the sound because it's interfering with our class lesson of the game. Okay, MK, you've also joined, so you can continue playing, or you'll see the game will be on your screen, but this side I'm seeing the leaderboard. Those who are still struggling or who are still joining, the game code is the one that is shown up here. So you go to quizzes, join game, and then there's a game code there. You enter the game code, and then you participate in the quiz. I see you've asked if I can repeat how to join. So let me make it simpler as well. So that is a code. So I'm gonna share it here if you are still joining. So I've shared the link. You just click on it, and then you enter the game code there. So let's go back to the game for those who are still writing down the code. So there is a code. So let me take it down as well. 216925. So you enter game code. Two 216925. So all of you, you'll need to participate because that's what we're going to talk about in terms of the research design and data collection. So we're going to give this learning activity about 10 to 15 minutes. So we'll continue with our class. I will be showing the leaderboard score on the other side. So when you play the game, you join and you participate there up until 25 to 2. But you can unmute and ask any questions for clarifications if you're struggling or anything like that. So we've got about 4 players currently. Okay, so I'm gonna mute myself for now up until 25 to 2. But feel free to ask any questions or to interact and use chat box. I'll also be around, so I'll just be monitoring the game on the other side.